This practice is about letting go. In the previous video, we looked at letting go of three sets of thoughts. Firstly, thoughts about ourselves. Secondly, thoughts about other people and what they might think of us. And thirdly, letting go of thoughts about our life circumstances, our financials, our house, and so on. So today we're going to take that a step further and just imagine if you could use your mind a bit like you use your vacuum cleaner or your computer or your motor car, all of which have an on-off switch. You switch on when you want to use them and you switch off when you're finished for the day. So in this practice, we're going to look a little bit at how we might train the mind to do a bit more of that switching on when we want it and switching off to some extent when we don't want it or it's not being terribly helpful. I've heard it described, this practice, as putting a spam filter in your head. So when you're ready, come to a comfortable seated position and just check that you've got a straight-ish spine. Depends what sort of chair you're in, but just lifting the ribcage, straightening the spine, relaxing the shoulders, and allowing your hands to be in your lap or on your thighs, and sitting in a comfortable, balanced, alert but relaxed posture, with your eyes open or closed, whichever you prefer. And as always, let's start this practice by bringing our attention into our own internal environment, tuning in to any physical sensations in the body, or tuning in to the rhythm of your breath. Your attention might be drawn to specific body parts, warm hands, feet touching the floor, or a sense of the whole body sitting comfortably. Likewise with the breath, being with the whole breath or any specific aspect, the nostrils, the lungs, the abdomen, the rhythm. Be with the whole breath or any aspect of the breath that comes to your attention. And as always, allowing the settling process to happen. And no doubt, at some point, noticing that the mind wants to do its own thing, as thoughts, ideas, plans, memories arrive in the mind uninvited, sometimes hardly noticeable, arriving and passing through, sometimes calling for your attention and hanging around in your mind, either positively because they're nice thoughts and plans, or, as is the case for many of us, giving us a little bit of worry or discomfort. And in this practice today, whatever those thoughts and feelings are, as best we can, we're going to let them go. When you notice any thought arriving, not pushing them away, not becoming frustrated by thoughts, we're just noticing they're around and letting them go. Coming back to this marvelous instrument of the human body, its breathing mechanism, or indeed any other facet of being you that grabs your attention. When we notice there are thoughts, feelings, emotions, gently allowing them to pass through and letting them go. Often we notice that thoughts can be about things we want, material things, better house maybe, or things we want to happen. It'd be great if this were to happen today at work. Or the opposite, things we don't want to happen. I don't want to go to that meeting. I don't want fish and chips for my supper. A lot of thinking falls into desires and resistances, usually of little consequence, but sometimes sticky around our mind and unhelpful. Whatever arises, as mindfully as you can, letting go. Techniques might include packaging in some way and sending those packages off by land, sea, or air. Attaching thoughts to clouds and watching them pass over the horizon. There are many techniques taught to mindfully let go. Stubborn thoughts will recur. fleeting thoughts will go, never to return. Strong desires and strong resistances will recur, and the practice of letting them go is an ongoing training for the mind. However, each time we let something go, we weaken its hold, its attraction over us. We can attach unhelpful thoughts to the out-breath each time we breathe out, letting go. Memories, fears, plans, ideas. If they have value, we can use them. If they're unhelpful, we can let them go. So I'm going to leave you for about a minute and then bring this practice to a close. Knowing that you can always come back to the marvel of your own body and your own breath. And deciding to have 2 or 3 final breaths, very conscious, mindful breaths, before you bring your own practice to a close. Each time we do a practice like this, we do a tiny little bit of spring cleaning, tidying the mind, and making it marginally more fit for purpose. Thank you.